Test, test, test. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Today, I'm gonna get another GameCube done, because GameCube controller done, because I have like 3 left that I need to do. I think 3 or 4 left that I need to do. So I'm gonna knock this one out, so that way I have 1 less to do. This one just has, we have the wobbly analog stick. It's not supposed to have that much wiggle to it. It really should not move like this one does. I don't think I'm going to need to replace the caps on it, because the caps look pretty decent. I mean, it's not perfect, but they look decent. It does need a deep cleaning. She is gross, but that shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Mostly just going to have to... Oh, that was a crusty Y screw. Yeah, we're mostly just going to have to clean and replace our little analog stick. Hope everyone had a lovely day today. I feel like today took forever. Good news is, if you've been following along on the drama of Shawn purchased a bunch of parts on AliExpress and they never showed up, well, apparently the person who did receive them thankfully took them to a leasing office that called me, so I just have to go pick them up now. So that's good. I didn't lose them forever. I just have to pick up my stuff. Because I kind of assumed I just had to order more. Wow, there is some crustiness inside this. That is horrendous. Ah! Gosh. How's it going, 8-Bit Repair? Oh, that is just a giant chunk. Hey, thank you. I certainly appreciate the $10. Holy cow. How is all your guys' days going? Ooh. I genuinely appreciate that. You are awesome. I was not expecting that. Oh. I'm gonna give this nice little spritz cleaning here. Happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully you guys have some fun weekend plans. My weekend plans are more work. More things to clean, more things to fix, all that fun stuff. In the background, my cat Daisy is running around making little goblin noises. What are you doing, buddy? I don't know if it's showing up over here on the camera, but she is just running back and forth. She got the zoomies. Gosh, this is... I'm here from Ace Console Repairs. How long have you been repairing tech? Wow, that's a... I mean, I guess the answer would be I've always kind of been, like, I mean, I grew up super poor, like really, really poor, and it was kind of my way of getting stuff. Hilariously, my dad owned a junkyard, and so I would just get whatever like stuff that we would get out of a car, because apparently if you didn't claim the items after however many days, it basically just became like forfeit, I guess. And so basically the stuff that we would get is I would get like, there'd be a broken TV, and then my dad would basically just fix it. And hey Ben, and that's kind of how I learned how to do stuff. It was just, we would get broken things that would be found in a junk car, and then I would learn how to just kind of tinker with stuff and fix it. And that was kind of my childhood. And then same thing with just like picking up controllers and stuff like that, and just always been tinkering with things my whole life. So, but I would say more so professionally. I don't want to call myself professional in any sort of regards, but fixing for other people. Fixing for other people, I would say, gosh, maybe like 10, 15 years. Mostly it started off with just like computer repair stuff. So I would just fix computers for people. And then it turned into, hey, while you're at it, can you fix, this other thing and this other thing? And my cheapness was, well, if I buy broken stuff and fix it, well, it's a lot cheaper than if I buy it brand new. So, what about you? Ace Console Repairs. Feel free to drop a... Is that like a YouTube channel or anything like that I can look up? Because I will definitely check you out. How long have you been repairing stuff? And speaking of repairs, Benefin there. I do have to repair his Guitar Hero controller. I have that other Guitar Hero controller in my garage if you want it. I found it. It's for the PS2. I have not tested it. But it is yours for free, Ben, if you want it. I just saw someone mention it in the comments. Oh. Okay. Well, sick. I don't know who mentioned. Are you saying someone mentioned me in the comments? If so, well, that's awesome. This is a very, very small channel here, and I don't do anything too crazy. But mostly just a lot of simple repairs, just fixing a lot of goofy junk that a lot of saving stuff from flea markets that I buy stuff that people think is too far gone, and then I save it. I have a there's a video of me repairing a black PlayStation 2 controller that I still use all the time, and that was one of the most far gone controllers I think I've come across. That it works great still. I don't know. I think that was like a year ago I fixed that one, and I was literally just using it before I logged on here. I was playing Beautiful Joe 2. I just picked that up, and I was testing that out for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, someone mentioned you in the comments. He seems to take it like you as far as I could tell. Small channel doing repairs. In fact, I think he's repairing a PS1 right now. Well, awesome. I will go check out them. Apparently, shout out whoever was shouting me out. I don't know why, but I certainly appreciate it. Repairing a PS1 right now. I have fixed many a PS1s, I can tell you that much. I did, it's a weird thing that I found out. One, I did find I have a stack of lasers for PS1s. I did find out very specific lasers go with very specific PS1s, but the strangest one is the PS1, like the white you know, it's literally called PS1, not the PlayStation 1. That laser is the same laser that's in the very, very, very first PlayStation, the one that has like the 3 RCA on the back. But the problem is the top cover is different. So like the little gray part where the laser slides back and forth, that's different. But the actual laser unit's the same. So you can just take the guts out of one of those and then put that into one of the very first PlayStation ones, which is like the most common one that has laser issues. All of those lasers fail every single time. But you can find replacement PS1 lasers very easily on like AliExpress. So, yeah, if you ever need to repair that one, the one with the RCA inputs on the back, like the female RCA on the back, that's the way to do it. Way cheaper than finding the same laser that's supposed to go into it. No one asked, but just so you know, that's what to do. But no, that certainly made my day that someone is speaking highly of me somewhere and not calling me a hack fraud or anything like that. So I did get one comment that on one video where they're just like, this guy is like, that's not very professional. You're not a good professional. I'm like, I'm not really a professional. I'm just some dude fixing stuff for fun. But it also kind of made me feel good. I'm like, the guy thinks that I'm a professional, but not a good one. So it's kind of a compliment that I'm like, wow, someone actually thinks I'm professional. But yeah. But I will say, one of the things that I do pride myself on, if you do ever have any questions on anything, I will do my best to always help out. I do have a Discord, and anyone is welcome to join in there with any questions or anything. I am definitely not a professional, but I am someone who has messed with a lot of broken stuff. Oh man, you're no fraud. I appreciate you, brother. Alright. Let's see. This thing is horrific. I don't know what happened in here. Ooh, gross. No, I agree. I am big on saving stuff. I don't like anything going to waste. If you can save it from a landfill, all for it. And actually, like, that's one of the things I always tell people, like, if they're, like, trying to learn how to fix stuff, I always say, learn how to fix stuff on, just go to, like, a thrift store. Every thrift store has, like, a whole batch of, like, gross calculators that have been just rotting away, you know, that have had, like, batteries explode in them, like, forever ago. No one's ever going to buy those. Those are just going to be thrown away someday. I was like, just buy one of those broken calculators for $1 or whatever it is, and teach yourself how to repair a broken, gross calculator. You know, worst case scenario, it's just more dead. Oh well, okay, it was never gonna be anything anyways. Best case scenario, you just saved something from the eventual landfill. Maybe you just return it, maybe you sell it, maybe you keep it as a trophy of, hey, this is the first thing I ever learned how to fix on. I'm all about, you know, everything deserves a second chance at life. And if you can keep something from a landfill, you are doing the world a service. People are too wasteful. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, or this doesn't work anymore. This is just going in the trash, and it may just need something very simple. Ugh, I should not have blown on that. I just blew crusties back in my face. Ugh, that side. That side is really disgusting. Ugh. I hope that shows up on camera. I'm using a GoPro as a camera. I want to get like a better camera setup for this live stream thing. Because, yeah. I don't know how terrible this all looks on the live stream. I need to find just like a decent webcam or something. Because I have like a proper camera that I use for filming my actual videos, but the live stream, it's certainly not the best. right. Our controller is finally starting to look not horrific. Which it was looking real bad when we started this. Okay, so now we need to get to this little wobbly, wonky little stick here. So as you can kind of see, I hope this shows up on the camera here, but this stick is not supposed to have that much play in it. Our replacement sticks are they don't really wiggle, which is what we want. We don't want it to wiggle. We want it like that, not like that, where it's wiggling back and forth. All right. Now, let's take you apart. So just gotta unclip the little black plastic bit here. Gotta be careful with our wires. And then we're just gonna have to desolder. We got our little hot air desoldering station over here. And we're just gonna desolder that. Gotta wait for this to heat up. A little desoldering vacuum. Don't look so bad. It's looking a lot better. All right. All right. Nice. Nice. And our little solder sucker here should be ready. So now we're just going to desolder this, and then I'm going to clean the board, because this board is horrendous. Got a little bit of goober on the end here. I'm hoping you're going to work, because I just had to drill this out recently. There we go. Might have to go over that one again. What mic am I using? A stupid little Razer Siren. Razer Siren X is what I'm using. My normal microphones when I'm actually filming, though, are these really nice Rode Wireless Pros. I forgot what this is. It's the Rode something Wireless Pro microphone. Does it say what it is? I don't know. It was expensive, but it's fancy. It's nice. I like it. That's what I normally use, but for these live streams, I just use this little Razer Siren because it's just easy. I have to add more solder to this one because this one didn't fully come off. And unfortunately, so these little legs here are bigger than the tip on my desoldering gun. So I got to come at them at an angle and just hope that it sucks it all out. But looks like I'm gonna have to go over all those legs. I would like to learn more about microphones. Like, I genuinely don't know nearly as much as I wish I knew about wireless microphones and everything. I know I have good equipment. I wish it sounded better, and I'm well aware it's user error. I just, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Just one of those things that I'm trying to learn still. All right, we're gonna hit those again with the little solder vacuum. Oh, don't tell me you're clogged. You better not be clogged. Already. It's already... I just declogged this, and it's already clogged again. That is so frustrating. This thing... I love it, and I hate it at the exact same time. Man. My live stream mic, a condenser or a dynamic? I don't know. I really don't know enough about microphones. What even are you? I'm sure this is really annoying because I'm holding it. Just says digital microphone. I know my previous... I had a Razer Siren Pro, and you could kind of like select whatever the modes are. I know it's like 2 circles, and then there was the circle that's like kind of like a heart shape, and then a full circle, and that's like cardioid, super cardioid, something. I don't know. I've tried learning it several times, and it's never quite stuck in my brain like I wish it would. Thankfully, the old trusty hand pump vacuum still works just wonderfully. It's not as fancy as my other vacuum, but it gets the job done. And this clogs way less. If you have recommendations for microphones or whatever I should be doing, by all means, feel free to throw your knowledge my way. I do also have a pre-Sonos that's like a handheld microphone. Well, it's like you can mount it or whatever, but that one, and it has like a digital converter. It's a knockoff Focusrite, essentially. But I genuinely can never get that thing loud enough. So I ended up getting I guess a lifter or whatever, and I haven't messed around with that yet. But I did buy it. I keep buying toys without knowing what I'm doing, which is the problem. I'm just kind of buying stuff and figuring it out as I go. Instead of like doing the smart thing and actually just like, oh, I'm gonna learn what I'm supposed to do. I'm just kind of like, I'm having fun with it, is realistically what it is. I'm like, ooh, toys are fun. Let's play around with this. But I do really want to learn microphones really badly because I have a couple friends that want me to do some podcast stuff with them. And obviously, knowing my microphones is going to help tremendously for that. Come out. These Didn't desolder like I wanted to. Did that come off? Nope. Come on, stop fighting with me. I just want you to desolder. Really? What? This is the hardest I've ever had to fight a GameCube controller. Normally these come off pretty easily. Alright, I think I got it. There we go. That little wobbly guy's out of here. Alright, let me get some isopropyl alcohol. Dynamic microphone is better used in noisier so like running a vacuum. That would be a good example. Noisier since you have a louder signal, drums, guitar, and condenser microphones tend to absorb sounds. Okay. Yeah. So I need a dynamic microphone since I have all sorts of loud noises all around me. There we go. That's much cleaner looking. Much better looking. Clean up these pad contacts here. All right. Let's throw a new stick in now. After way too much struggling, that should not have been that much of a pain. Oh, let's clean this up. Add a little bit of flux on here. Let's get our new cheap AliExpress analog stick. Why does it look so terrible? I don't like the look of that. Get a piece of paper towel maybe. No one's ever going to see this, but it just looks kind of gross. I don't like that. It just looks very smeary. Even though no one will ever see it, it just bothers me. So, why did I just wipe off? Oh, I'm an idiot. I just wiped off the flux I just put on there. I'm not even thinking. But yeah, I really want to learn microphones. Like I said, so a friend of mine wants me to record, like, sort of like interview his father, you know, because his father had a very interesting life and doesn't really tell people about it much. So he just wants me to kind of like interview him, and I think that'd be a really fun thing to do for people. And, but I want to learn microphones, so that way it sounds good, you know, you get that very crisp podcast sound. And I know part of that is distance from the microphone is important. So like you want to be like basically essentially eating the microphone for it to sound really good. But for what I'm doing, it doesn't really work very well unless I was using those little clip-on lav mics like I do for my videos. That looks pretty darn good. Okay. Coolio. Now it's time to throw this all back together. There's still a lot of cheese in this that I want to clean off here. I really don't understand how people get controllers this dirty. Like, I get some hand cheese, but this thing, I don't know, man. Are you just like eating a whole bag of Doritos every single time you fire up your game of Simpsons Hit and Run? It's craziness. Gotta get all that out of here. Cool. All right, let's assemble you now. We just gotta get our little clips back in place. Boop, boop. So, do you do anything with audio that, like, as sort of a profession or hobby or just for funsies? Need to wire that cord there. There we go. There we go. Give it a little spritz. Clean this up a little more. All right. Perfect. Let's put you back together. Oops. No, I had that right. I had this the correct way. You're just not cooperating. There we go. It's a very satisfying little snap in there. Then I need our little cap here. That's gross. Clean that in. Okay. Clean this up just a little more because there's still just so much in here. Really looks like it spent its entire life just in a bag of Doritos. Like, that's actually where they stored this controller. Oh, this controller is looking so much better already. Okay. Put you all back together now. If I remember where all the buttons go. Thankfully, they're all keyed the correct direction, so I can't screw it up. Where'd the little goober go? Where'd the little goober go? There it is. There you are. Perfect. Oh, we just need to get you. Don't want to forget that little pad. You know what? I'm going to actually do the right thing. And anytime I take apart any controller, it's always good to take the pads and then wipe them on a white piece of paper to just wipe off all the contact pads. Just so that way you wipe off any gunk on there and you clear off the contact pads. Even though that's not what this repair was for, we're already in here. We might as well just do it, you know, while we're in here. We're going to slide those little goobers up. Oh, you know what? I do want to clean that off a little bit. Alright. Let's throw our back shell on. Actually, let's find the Z button that we lost. There it is. Oh, that's gross too. I didn't clean that off. I do need to find an aftermarket Z button for one of these controllers. Or just find a really chewed up controller shell and rob the Z button off of it. Because I have a controller. Oh, not that one. This one here is missing the Z button, so I'm going to need to find one. I'm sure I can find one on AliExpress. There we go. It's cleaned up. Oh, we need to snake that wire through. Forgot about that. Come on, snake through. Oh, I'm a silly goose. This is supposed to go this way, isn't it? Oh shoot, this came off. This is falling apart right in front of me. Golly. Well, we lost one of our rumble motors. Our rumble motor wires. So let's trim this back. And let's try that again. Let's trim this back. Third time's the charm. Fourth time is actually the charm. Fifth time is what they always say. That's the saying, is fifth time's the charm. That's probably good. Alright, let's get more goop. And let us attach you. There we go. All right. Now, hopefully, you're going to go back together. Oh, look at that. Kind of want to clean up some of these screws, too. That one's real rough. Alright, and there is our last screw. And we have a nicely refurbished controller. Looks so much better than when we started. I'm going to go and test this out, and should be good. If not, you'll see this again in a future stream. But, alright, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to get one of these knocked off here. I'm actually going to go watch the highlights of the Olympic Games for the hockey, because I love hockey, and I worked all day, and I did not get to watch either Canada or the U.S. play. So Canada played Finland, and the U.S. played Slovakia. So I'm going to go watch that. I appreciate anyone that tuned in. Super appreciate the $10. That's crazy. You're now the highest donor ever. Yeah, I appreciate anyone hanging out and chatting with me. So, love you all. You guys have a fantastic night and a fantastic Friday. Goodbye, everybody.